Hey gamers and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a speedrun in Act 1. With also some tips you can just project to the other acts so you can also be faster there, right? Don't worry, it's just not only for Act 1, but it will work for other acts as well. I'm gonna do it as a blade dancer. Obviously, if you're gonna be a different class, if you're not gonna have an optimized build, you're gonna be slower. Still, there's other things you can learn from this video than just playing your class correctly. For the blade dancers, I'm gonna show you obviously my build. With that, I'm gonna start as well on the 21st February. I also gonna upload the loot filters and all that stuff I'm using, also the build. It's not gonna be an end game build or whatever, but it's going to be good enough to start and going all the way up to empowered monoliths, and then we're just gonna respec and you can just grab the build whatever you want if you want to go as a blade dancer. So with that being said, we're just going straight to the character selection, not wasting a lot of time. I'm just gonna call him Smerlowtv, right? Whatever. Gonna make him character found. It doesn't really matter. We just wanna keep going. So obviously we can skip that. And I'm gonna try to explain as much while I'm running. I normally do those things in my streams as well, over and over again. So if you ever want to, just stop by my streams and catch me live doing this. So first of all, we press S, skip this tooltip, we press P, skip that, because it's just gonna suck. And we're gonna press escape settings. We have a loot filter here. It is already chosen, actually. Okay, that's weird. Normally it's not. We do not have to talk to this NPC. You can see we have inspect the fallen messenger, which is him. But as soon as we enter the next zone, we have this quest done. This works for the most of the storyline quests. So there's still enough time to like practice all the quests, also in other acts. Obviously in Act 1 I'm gonna show you all of that. But like 90% of the quests you can just skip like that, also side quests. So whenever there's like an NPC not blocking you to go somewhere else in the next zone or whatever, it mostly works like that. Again, there's enough time to practice, so you can just check that for yourself and just see what areas you can skip. Also, the areas are always the same layout. So there's always like this tree here and this tree and whatever. It's always the same layout. So you can learn all the layouts just by doing them sometimes, and you will just memorize what is going on. I'm gonna change this skill. So as you already saw, we didn't kill any monster yet, but we're gonna do now. We're gonna help this guy because he is basically fighting for us. And whenever he kills something, we also get XP. Just gonna equip that. If we drop a shield, we get some extra defense, why not? We're gonna talk to him. Like, he is an exception, right? Because we want him to fight for us. So we have to talk to him. And now he's killing stuff behind us, basically. So we're just still gonna run through, and he attacks them, as you guys can see. But he will probably not kill blue packs, but he killed those two monsters, so they give us XP. And we just wanna like try to get as many mobs as we can. As a blade dancer, we don't really need level 3 here, but other classes do, because they get something really good. So that's why we are just doing it. I mean, to be fair, I'm doing it always just for extra power or whatever, but we don't really need to. Like, it doesn't really matter if we don't get level 3. So we get a lot of mobs together, and we just try to survive and kill them. He's also freezing them, which is really, really strong for us, right? We got level 3. And we also got a skill point. I know where to skill, so we just press P and allocate it. And we have our shift, which is good in speedruns for obvious reasons. It's a movement skill. So we want to press it as often as we can. Oh, we gonna grab this so we can stay on him. There we go. Now we can tank that because we have a potion layout, so we're just gonna press it. The thing is, like, the most thing you're gonna learn for other classes here is like some certain items, like silver rings. They give movement speed. I mean, obviously, normally I don't stay here and, you know, check it out. But like, just to show you guys. So this is really good. So like, nearly every class want to have silver rings and boots with good movement speed. So if you can get it, just put them on, especially early. Obviously later, if you want to have other stats or whatever, can ditch them. But like, at the start, I mean, to be fair, through the whole story, movement speed is really good. As long you can, you know, keep killing monsters and all that stuff. So we do not have to talk to this NPC to the left from here. He will just tell us go to the town, so we know that already. We go to the vendor, we're gonna sell all the stuff. Also, whenever you sell something, hold shift right click. And whenever you want to gear something, just right click it normally, right? So you don't sell it. If we would hold shift right click, we will sell it. If it's just a right click, we do not. This is also something like for learning, like to just be faster at the vendor, right? So like just get that in your head and it will make you a lot faster. So as a blade dancer, we want to buy always bows. Every class basically wants to buy a belt with 3 potions. That just makes us a lot better. And then boots you can buy. I don't even bother checking them if they are not blue, because if they are blue, they can have double movement speed. If they are not blue, like our base boots have 5%. To be fair, I don't know if it's the same for other classes. But for Blade Dancer, we could just get an upgrade of 1% movement speed, which is not that big. So we want to get blue boots, and those we check, but the others not. And obviously, if he has silver rings, we also going to buy that. We also want to have a quiver, which he didn't have. So yeah. With this mob, we also don't have to speak. He will tell us to go to the Fortress Gardens. We know that. So we can just go there. Obviously, if you are a new player and you don't know it, you wanna click on him and he tells you where to go, so you're not getting lost. So like, once you get lost, start talking to the NPCs could help. Okay, so for us, we wanna get level 4 here. I'm gonna charge as much as we can. So we wanna get level 4 here, as the monsters are hitting really hard. Like necromancers and stuff like that have an easier time here. This is basically like one of the 2 parts where you can actually die as a blade dancer. And I did a lot of these runs. I didn't die a lot, but you know, sometimes like if you just get too greedy, you could. Obviously, if you're doing speed runs and you want to be faster, you're gonna play a bit more risky than I'm doing right now. Which I also normally do. But then again, like just in average, it's not really worth risking my life. Like in average, we lose more time. Obviously, if we don't die, it's good, but it just doesn't happen sometimes. Gonna equip that, gonna equip this. And we have a blue bone, which is obviously better than the white one. Gonna get the potions here. And we are level 4. So now we're just gonna continue running. We're gonna allocate this class. We're gonna skill damage, right? We're just gonna have it 1 level, but it's still better. We don't need this one. Just like to do some inventory management while we are running. Obviously, this is stuff I'm used to, like from Path of Exile. It will take a lot of time to get used to that, obviously. You don't have to do it. It doesn't make you that much faster. Just like, since I played Path of Exile and since I did my first speedrun there, I cannot stop doing this stuff anymore. I do it in every game. So here's one big skip everyone can do, unless you are a hardcore player. We're gonna stand there and this waypoint here is activating for us. So we want to let the boss kill us, because it takes some time to kill. And now we can just respawn here. This guy has a side quest. We do not have to accept that one. He will basically tell us to go to the left here to the armory thingy. We're gonna do that. As a blade dancer, I normally not do it. I just do it in purpose of the video, because some classes want to do it because you get a passive skill point. It's not too big for us, we don't really need it, but for some classes it's good. So the stuff we want to focus on here is the little monsters. We don't really want to bother with the big monsters, again, depending on your class. Some classes are just better with it. And, well, they drop the quiver. We want to get that quiver. So we go back. Risk a bit our life, but it's worth. They got a gun and quiver. Okay. So now we're Gucci. Trying to not use all our heal potions to have them for the boss that's coming soon. He's not really a boss, but somewhat. I'm gonna get that heal pot just to heal up. Okay. Because those we're gonna have to kill anyways. And grab. Gonna get damage on those. I'm gonna kill the ads first. Obviously, just focusing on the ads first. It's making you slower. But then again, if you die because of them, it's gonna waste you a lot more time. So, if you like record your speedrun and you just want to do it because you want to beat someone or whatever, then obviously go on the boss and just risk it. But for here, we don't. Why would we? Right? Okay, we kill him. He dropped something over there we want. These boots are not bad as well. So this is just more base armor. We're gonna destroy this golem and then we can go bottom again. We wanna get this one. So we save that for level 5. Then we obviously gonna turn in the quest, right? To get the reward. That's something you're always gonna do. Like, we turn in quests, but we don't really have to accept them. Again, like there's some things that we have to accept and you will also see that in Act 1. But it's obviously just like blocking you that you cannot go farther, and that's why we have to. And that's something like you can really take away from this because it makes you a lot faster. So, well, I basically made one mistake. We need one more bar to get level 5, and I should have killed those monsters first to get level 5 before the boss. Well, now we have to swap our gear while we are fighting, which is not the best thing. We're gonna despecialize. Down. Despecialize? Yes. No. But we can die. Doesn't really matter. We're not hard saying, right? Well, we fucked that up. I mean, normally I don't fuck that up, but yeah. Okay, getting puncture, getting this. Nervously equipping that. It's a good speedrun guy, but the guy that wants to teach you is dying, right? Unfollow. Report me. And stuff like that happens. Right? Doesn't matter how many runs you do, you can always die. I just made it to show you guys an example. Well, we killed him. We can let this door getting opened already, I think. I never killed him without killing the ads. Okay, no, actually we have to. Okay, so this here would, like, if we turn this in, we will start an event here, but we don't have to, right? So we can just go past. It's like the story quest that you don't have to turn in, by the way. It's like they always complete once you go to the next zone. Again, for like 90% of the time. There's some exceptions to it, and you just have to learn them. If you will turn it in, there will be a lot of monsters spawning, and normal players that don't know about it will do this event and stand there for a lot of time, waste a lot of time, and we can just actually skip it because it is going to complete it once we enter the next zone. So we're just gonna continue. And now with puncture, which is the reason why we level the first 3 chapters with rapture. It's just, we can like let them bleed behind us, easily moving. It's really good. Until we are level 16, have umbral blades and swap to that. Also, for the blade dances, we want to save basically 1 mace and 1 dagger or sword, but mostly dagger. Because of the note that we can dual wield the dagger and 1 normal weapon. Like a mace, like it just gives us the most base melee damage, so the most damage for umbral blades. Until we are 27, we're gonna wear those. And then we just go to the Gambler and get Chris Daggers. We need to be level 27 to be able to see them at him. So like, if you guys need something on your class and it requires a level, so let's say, well, just again with the Chris Daggers, right? They require you to be level 27 to wear them. So we have to go up there. We have to be level 27 before we are using the Gambler and refreshing his inventory to be able to see them. So if you need something else, same rules count for you. Again, for Blade Dancer here, we want to get level 7. We don't really need to make all the XP here. We have 2 more areas to go. 3 more actually. Oh, well, no, 2 more. The last one is just going to the boss. So here we can also get a lot of XP. Here's also like an area where there's a lot of rare mobs in between, so they also give a really good amount. To be fair, not this turn, the next one. Like, this is just running. This gives us movement speed, so we took that shrine. Here he is going to wait for like a bird dragon or whatever it is. So we can already stand at the bridge because we have to go over it anyways. So he's gonna get him. We can jump here. So to this little guy we have to talk, otherwise we cannot go farther. We go back to town. If we are in the town, we're always gonna check the vendors. We are still, as an example, missing 1 silver ring and boots with double movement speed. So we check for that, right? So we're just gonna sell everything else that we don't need, because normally we don't have that gold. Here's boots, they have cooldown recovery speed, we're gonna go that. This is helping us because we are a rogue, so we have our shift. This is really good. Right, for some of you guys it's not that big. Poison on hit thingy, it's also really good. It just gives us more dot damage on the bosses. And that's it basically. We are not checking for more. Right, the thing is like normally I just buy them and I obviously don't explain the stuff. And it goes like in like 2 or 3 seconds and we're gone. Just taking some extra time here to explain you what we are looking for. This time we have to talk to her because otherwise we cannot go through this. Like there's normally people standing and shit like that. So normally you cannot go here, but like as soon you talk with her you can. So again, there's like things that actually let you realize that you have to talk to them. It's really rare though. So you already saw we skipped so many stuff alone in Act 1. Where we would have to talk to someone, just do an event or whatever, that we all don't have to do. And then I have another guide on that, which will be uploaded pretty soon after this guide. Like maybe like a few hours later. So don't worry, you will see it, right? And it basically shows you how to like speed run the other stuff. Well, it doesn't show you the act, so you can watch other guides for that. Because I don't really have time to like capture all the stuff. Like I came really late into last Epoch. So I just want to give you guys as much information as I can. But I cannot just give you all the information because I just don't have enough time. But it's basically, we want to do chapter act 4. And then we want to do a skip. So we go to the end game, we do some end game, and then we're going to skip directly to Act 9. And I'm going to explain you how that works. So this is going to save you also a lot of time. So story-wise, you just have to learn 4 acts then. And that's really simple, right? It's like 3 more acts, like 1 you learn here. And then just get a video for the other 3 and you're Gucci. Also, the other acts, again, are not really that complicated. I learned them all by myself. I didn't watch any actually video. And it's just the same principle. Like, you can skip the most of the quests. You just need to know, like, when you want to level up based on your build. So no one can really teach you that unless he's plays the exact same build than you guys. So that's something you have to figure out for yourself. And then it's fine. Okay, just gonna get the level 7 here. And again, we just play bow until level 16, umbral blades until 27, getting Chris dagger, still playing umbral blades, but being a lot stronger. And we can do monoliths with 27 already. So by the time we are done with Act 4, we are 27 to 30. Okay, we're gonna skill this. We're gonna skill this here. I waited until we are here because I know there's no mobs, so it's actually not stressful to do this. And here's the end boss of Act 1. We can do him. And then we are done. Here, that's just me. I try to like always dodge with shift when I can. So we can just stand here and shoot at him. Because like whenever we move around to those... Oops. Wait, it's going that far? Since when? Holy. We are not talking about this, okay? But basically, you know, not like moving a lot. Just like whenever we are moving, we cannot shoot for a certain amount of time. So we want to stay there and shoot as much as we can. Okay. We will not die to this again like that. I actually never died to this. I don't know how that happened. Here we can just spot. We dash out of it. Still shooting at him. Again, you know, we're not talking about this death over there. And yeah. Well, here we have another vial, so if you wouldn't have one, we will take that one. It's just more health. I mean, poison damage just gives us another dot, right? We have another silver ring, which is really good, with 8% movement speed. That also makes us a lot faster. We have 2 more. So we could check. This is an 8%, so this is really good. So we're gonna be a lot faster, and then Amulet, we don't have one. But again, a lot of that stuff is my loot filter. I also gonna upload the loot filter here for all the blade dances. Again, this only works for blade dances. Don't take it if you plan to play a necromancer, please. Okay, you want to get another loot filter or make yourself one. But yeah, there's going to be loot filter somewhere for you guys. But like, don't take this loot filter if you're not a blade dancer, because it just shows my gear and not yours. But yeah, that's it with the one speedrun. Again, we are forgetting about the 2 deaths you saw, and then we are fine, right? We never died, okay? Well, unless on the boss skip. But yeah, thanks for watching. On the 21st February, we also gonna make some gold giveaways. I mean, obviously we're gonna play it and we're gonna stream it. We're also gonna make some gold giveaways for the guys that are playing Softcore Trading League with the trading faction, obviously. So if you want to participate in that, feel free to join as well. And obviously, if you just have any questions or whatever, and you just want to enjoy watching my stream and chilling around, feel free to stop by and say hello. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.